Hey, it's Miranda. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about yet, so I'm probably gonna have to edit this one so fucking much because there's probably gonna be long periods of time of me trying to figure out what the fuck to talk about. But today we have, it's literally just a can of ginger ale and some white rum, Bacardi. And we do have Mr. Two over here. There he is. Hello. He does not want to talk, apparently. We'll try again later, I guess. But I don't have a topic yet. I didn't plan this shit out. I just was like, oh my god. Because I have to stay at my parents' right now because of things that happened. But I have to stay here right now. And if you know what happened, I got forced to move out of the place I was at. And now had to take everything here. And because I'm going to probably be here for a few months because I have to, like, get back on my feet and figure out what the fuck I'm going to do, I put up some lights and stuff to make myself feel better. So that's why it's still kind of a vibe. Because it was a little too sad before. Though the other side of the room is very sad. There was the cat tree in here and I was using that as shelves. But they took it out of here. So it's like just a pile on the floor now. Because I'd put like a lamp and a fan and everything on there. But nope. I left for a few hours and that shit got taken. So it happens, I guess. It's a short-term thing, but do you like my lights? I still wanted it to feel homey. And because I don't want to put too much stuff up, but I hate blank walls, I did put the big mom jeans flag up. Though, like, literally most of the walls are completely blank still, and it's awful. But you live. You have to, you figure it out. I want him to say hello, but he just does not care. Twoey. Whoa. Twoey. Hi. Are you embarrassed because it's in front of the camera? What do you have against me? Hey. This is so embarrassing. Now I have to cut this out because you're embarrassing me. This was me annoying him so much, but I thought little moments of it were funny, so I kept them in. But he's fine. Okay, bye. I don't know. He doesn't want to hang out with me, I guess. Which is very rude considering the fact that you're on my goddamn bed. He's on my bed and he's disrespecting me this way. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna cut that out because normally, also, I feel like this camera is dirty. I have like 8 million things I'm trying to do. Let's not set that there, Miranda. That would be silly of you. Hey, that's better, kind of. It's still a MacBook camera at the end of the day. Do I have my phone to record? Yes. Will I use that? No. Does it have... Actually, there is a video that I still need to edit that I recorded like a week or two ago that I actually use this because that... It was the last one I posted. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Yes? What would you like? You're gonna be vocal and then not talk? You're screaming and then stopping? And you're just gonna sleep now? Don't look at me like that. He's got such a scary little face. Like, he looks like a Kevin. You can't really tell right now. Oh, he's looking away now. He's like, don't call me Kevin. You've always looked like Kevin. What's even funnier about the fact that he looks like Kevin is the fact that one of my sisters, she has this ex-boyfriend, Kevin, where it was like a really bad relationship. I'm not going to give any more details because that's not my business to, like, share on the internet, but rough. So we all... Oh my god, do you see that shit? Oh my god. Maybe I should just keep this where he's in the background. Just the whole time, it's just Twoey and I. As long as I'm staying here, all the videos just from now on will be Twoey and I. This motherfucker will not want to put up with me that long, actually. And I only have limited times to record, because I can't just be screeching at myself when other people are home. But they're at one of my sister's houses right now for dinner, and I was like, because her girlfriend's parents are there, and they're like, hella Mormon, and apparently not the best from what I've heard. I haven't met them, but I went, I'm kind of good. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to deal with that drama, you know? So, okay. I was gonna say something, but I cannot remember. If you start being weird, I'm gonna have to move the camera. He's just licking his leg right now, but just in case. He doesn't need to show that. Oh my god, calm down. He's like getting into it. I'm uncomfortable, actually. It's okay. It's fine. We move on. It's fine. I just can't be serious anymore. What are you doing? He's just very passionately, like, cleaning his upper thigh up, you know? But it just feels wrong. I feel like I'm seeing something I shouldn't be. And stop being weird. I don't know how to act now. I saw it and I pointed it out, and now we're here because I just, like, don't know how to act because of it now. Anyways, fuck, what am I gonna talk about? Have you guys started watching Fiona and Cake? Because, at the time of recording this, 4 episodes are out. Like, it's been 2 weeks. It was the release week, because they're doing 2 episodes, I think, a week. Every Thursday, and it's only Sunday, and I don't want to wait. Actually, I respect the fact that I have to wait. I'm gonna bitch about it, but I respect it, because I have a very, very strong feeling of, like, I'm gonna start this saying, this is gonna be very hypocritical, okay? I know that. You just have to hear me out, okay? Cool. So, television and TV was not made for binge watching. I hate binge watching culture, and I do it too. I'm no better. I'm not practicing what I preach, but I'm still gonna talk about it. I think TV shows should be not released in one, like, giant clump, you know? Because, like, that's how TV was made and how it worked and how it's written to be. At least it was. The new age of streaming has changed everything, but, like, what television was, it was something you could come back to every week, and, like, this progressive, like, a progressing story. You know how TV works. I'm mansplaining TV to you. I'm sorry. I get nervous and I over-explain, and then I just sound like I'm mansplaining everything. And I don't have an actual person here to, like, you know, have this conversation with. So I'm just really gonna be over-explaining, and I'm very sorry about that. I do know that you probably understand and know all of these things before. I just am gonna sound like a dick. But that's what television was originally made to be. I think it is one of the best ways to experience it. There's a few, like, very modern things that I like to point out when I have this conversation with people, because I talk about this a lot because I'm annoying and don't shut up about anything. Is one of the biggest examples was definitely at least just season 2, if not season 1, but I wasn't as invested in the Twitter side of the internet at that point, because in, like, 2019 I wasn't very much so, like, in that community, but was it last year or the year before that Euphoria season 2 came out? If you were on any social media, the community that got built after that show, and, like, every week, it was outstanding. No matter how you feel about the show, no matter how you feel about Sam Levinson, I'm not talking directly about what that show is about. So, any opinions you have about any of these examples, like, good, bad, whatever, you cannot deny the community it built. People were literally, like, it would come out and people were on Twitter watching it, all talking to each other about it. People were talking about it every week and discussing, and there was hype for the next episode, and that's just how TV should be. It's just what makes it so much beautiful and so much fun, and, like, things that connect. I think, I mean, I have a shit ton of, I have an Adventure Time tattoo. I'm planning on getting more. I don't think I would have loved Adventure Time the amount I do if I had started watching it now and just watched all 10 seasons. The fact that I grew up with it and I was watching it as it was coming out every single year, it's grew up with me. And just being able to wait and see these stories come out, like, progressively, it taking years was, I do not think it's, okay, I will go back, put a pin in that, I'll come back to that. I need to finish this point, and I will come back to that one, okay? Cool. Euphoria Season 2 made a very big community. I think one of the best decisions the people, oh my god, it's Rachel. Okay. I think some of the best decisions that people at Netflix made when it came to Stranger Things, I have not seen more than, like, the first and second season, maybe, when they were coming out, so I don't know very much about the show, so don't leave. Are you leaving? He's gone. Well, he's just on the ground, but he's leaving. He woke up, so he's probably gonna go, I don't know. What are you doing? He's just staring under the bed. That means there's a demon down there. Anyways, holy cow. I think one of the smartest things they had done there was split the last season. I think it's the last season. Whatever season was coming out last. I think it's the final one, but they split it in two. And there was, like, I think a month or two wait. The fucking hype that brought up, the amount of discussion, that's amazing. I'm really excited, so I'm talking very intensely, and that's my bad, but I'm just very excited. I love the movies and TV and all this kind of stuff, and when you get to see a little community built, it feels great, because now, because of the unlimited options and with streaming, you can completely engulf an entire 10-season series in a few days, and it's not as touching. Again, I am a fucking hypocrite. I've been binge watch shows. I tend to, for ones I care about, go back and rewatch it, and I know that's also, like, what people will do, and they'll be like, yes, I do rewatch it, so I am still, but it's still not the same. So there are some shows where I will try to, like, stop after an episode or two and, like, let myself sit with that. When I was watching, Yellow Jackets, I haven't watched the season 2 finale, but when I was watching it with Ethan, we would, he's just gonna come up. I don't talk to him anymore, but it's just kind of how life was. It was a story that involved someone else. I don't know. When we were watching it, we would watch, like, an episode or two, and then we would stop for the day, because it was just, we would talk about it, and it was great, and, like, appreciating and, like, really, I don't know, sitting and chewing and tasting on the, like, art like that, and really sitting with it, feels like how you should do it. I really don't like when people give giant movie reviews that aren't just like, oh, here's my initial reaction, like giant ones where they're giving how they completely think the movie, like, just complete, god, what is the word, like, I can't think of the word, very, like, this is how it is, that kind of statement, like, they're like, oh, this is bad, without even sitting, like, you ever see movie reviews that come out, like, the day after it came out, or whatever? That's not enough time to really sit and think about it and, like, god, process it, digest it, you know? Like, you can give a little first, like, oh my god, this is what I thought when I first saw it, but, like, the people are like, oh, my review and my critique of this, like, it's been a day, you haven't had enough time to really even think about it, because it's such a giant form of art that is, like, there's so much to it. There's so many little details, and there's so much to it, and just completely, you miss so much of that. You miss so much of that when you binge watch things. Something that's so rewarding is when you pick up on all these little details and you start to see them go through, and those details will get foggy when it's all just a mush of 10 seasons in your head. Like, you're not gonna recognize something that was like way back in season 2 when it's in season 10 because it was a tiny little thing there that hasn't been mentioned since. But say you've been watching as it's come out and you're like, oh my god, that guy, that's that guy. It's like how Fiona and Cake is right now. I think Fiona and Cake is a better experience for someone who grew up with Adventure Time than someone who watched it, because I don't think anyone would disagree. If you disagree, be nice to me. Everyone has an opinion. I could be really wrong. I might be so wrong, and that's okay. I just don't want to get yelled at, and I'm really scared. I don't want to get yelled at, so I have to be nice. I could be completely talking off my rocker and someone could disagree with me, and that's okay. We just have to be kind. I overly get worried beforehand because I don't want to deal with it if it happens, and sometimes I say things and I go, ooh, let's not say things anymore. Anyways, Fiona and Cake, they're all the little characters and stuff, like, you can sit and you can try to deeply analyze what the characters are supposed to be and who they're supposed to be. But I have never felt the amount of fucking joy and euphoria. Like, it was such a euphoric fucking sense when I was especially watching the pilot, just seeing a little character that I know when you sit and you can watch and find Easter eggs and you can be like, oh, I know that character, but something about seeing like a character back from you knew when you were like 10, 10, 11, whatever. Oh my god, I don't know what fucking year any of this was. I was a child. I was younger than that. Fuck, when did Adventure Time start? This is important. When did Adventure Time first air? Let's see, 2010. Yeah, so I was little. 6. I was 6. I got really insecure. I always get really weird about ages because I'm really bad with like years. But yeah, I was like little. I have pictures of me when I was like little baby me, like 8-year-old me with a big Adventure Time shirt that I got for like Christmas, and I had gotten a DVD of a few episodes that I have somewhere, and like a Finn hat. I mean, that Finn hat is in a box somewhere. Again, everything's in boxes right now, but I know that I have it. I've like cosplayed Finn since I started cosplaying to like, I think a few years ago I did it. I've had a weird time with cosplay and life has been weird, so I haven't had much of a chance to in the past little while, but you know, it's okay. Let me show you some like iconic pictures. Hold up. My 11th birthday with this sick ass cake. Right? Look at that. Like, you see that? This shirt. Oh my god. That's my grandma. She's dead now. Anyways, there's a few. The transition into this makes no fucking sense, so I'm gonna explain it really quick. I'm still talking about like growing up watching like a show or a franchise or something, and I'm like, I've always been, you'll see, but that's what this is referring to, because like I just didn't say that before, so cool. But I don't know, maybe that's me being a dick, but genuinely, the way I feel about this, I would like to, I think I can compare to the feeling of, I am, part of my heart and soul is going to forever be jealous of the people that got to grow up with like watching Star Wars and Marvel, because I love those franchises. I love them. I adore them. my mom didn't want me to be weird, so she didn't show us those. Fair enough, I guess. I mean, it really backfired. It really backfired with me. I just went completely the other direction. I reached the age of like 14, 15 and went, you know what? I'm gonna change my nerdiness from anime and K-pop to Marvel, and then I turned like 15 or 16 and then added Star Wars. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But I really, really, really envy the people that grew up with it, because they just have a different experience with it than I ever will. And I wish I could have that feeling. I will never know as much as anyone that's grown up with it. I mean, I got introduced to Star Wars, like, I knew what Star Wars was, but I had, like, watched all of the Star Wars movies and stuff for the first time when I was, like, 16, with someone who had grown up with it their whole life, you know? And even watching stuff when it was coming out new, you just can't beat the amount of knowledge and how much their heart has attached to it. And you can love something so much. It's just, I will never have that attachment that these people do. And I really, really envy that. And that's not a fair thing, too. I've accepted it. I just wish I could understand. And then I also can put myself in, like, I can go outside of my own biased perspective of, like, making myself feel bad for stupid things and realize maybe other people will feel that way for some things that I enjoy. And it's just kind of a universal feeling, and everyone has their own little things that they've loved for that long and that they have that type of relationship and knowledge with. And just because mine aren't the same as other people's and they're not the ones that I wish I had, I'm glad I love the things I do and know the things about things I do. I don't know. Is that pretentious as hell? I don't know. It's a really silly feeling for me to envy, and when I've talked to people about this, they're like, that's silly. Like, that's dumb. It's fine. You can still love it. And I'm like, I know, I'm not saying I can't love it. It's a whole thing. But but also, yeah, like, there's other things that I know. It's fine. Ugh, I got myself on a whole tangent there. Oh my god. Remember the thing I said I was gonna come back? I put a pin in it? Don't remember what that was at all. Uh-oh. There's a burp in there. It just came out with the uh-oh. Did you love that? I hope you loved that. Anyways. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Let me talk a few more things about Fiona and Cake, I guess. Oh, I was talking about, like, how I think TV shows, when they come out weekly, it's a better experience, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's a better experience, but also, if you binge watch shows, I'm glad you're still watching things and supporting filmmakers and all of this and everyone in there, and it's great. Watch everything. Donate money to the writer's strike. I would if I had more than 53 cents to my name. God. Oh my god. They should just pay the writers more. So simply, they should just pay the writers more. Actually, I'm not gonna give a real opinion. I do believe in that, but I'm not gonna go into a whole opinion thing on this because I want a future and a career and I don't want to fuck anything up. So I'm gonna make a lighthearted joke out of it instead. Okay? Cool. Just know I support the writers and think they should be making livable wages. Obviously. And I'm gonna make a silly now, okay? I'm gonna make a funny, and we're accepting that this is a joke now. It's me doing this moment is gonna make it less funny, and I know that. But I want a future career, and so I want to make a silly funny and not ruin my future career. And it's not even a big silly. I just am overly worried because I want to direct, and I don't want to fuck with anything, you know? But we should pay them more because reality TV fucking sucks. Reality TV sucks. Let's have some stuff that's written. And not just written like reality TV written. Give me some stories. Give me some art. I'm sick of Survivor. I'm sick of Big Brother. Oh my god, I've seen so much Big Brother in my lifetime. I'm so sick of that. I hate it. I hate reality TV. One of my biggest nightmares in my brain, because I have this whole big dream. I'm going to direct. I'm going to make things. I'm going to tell stories. That's what I'm going to do. I do not care. It's what is going to happen. I definitely do not come from a place with any money, which is going to make it a lot harder, but I'm going to fucking do it. It's what I'm going to do. It's why I'm on this fucking planet, right? So one of my biggest fears, because I'm not even going to keep in my brain the idea that that's not going to happen, because that's a bad mindset that will lead me down into a bad hole of wanting to die. So I'm going to do that. And one of my biggest fears, though, is if I get to do that, if I get stuck fucking like directing reality TV, oh my God, I don't know if I could do it. Oh my God. That's like actually so awful. That's such a nightmare. To literally, oh my God. I think about this a lot. My mom watches a lot of reality TV and I hate it. Though I watch my own empty calorie fucking content. I hate the word content. I mean, I watch fucking empty calorie TikToks and YouTubers that it doesn't have any substance to care about, really. Not that no reality TV can, whatever. I don't watch that much of it, so I don't know. Maybe there's wonderful reality TV shows. I'm sure there's some good ones out there. I'm personally terrified of having to make any, because like, I can't judge someone for what they like. I can, but it's not fair, and I can know that I'm not right about that, but I can be a little bit judgy. But accept that I also have my form of empty calorie entertainment. They have reality TV. I watch stupid little things on the internet, so, you know, not much better. But I still don't like it. I hate it. I hate Survivor. Oh my God, the amount of Survivor, Big Brother, Naked and Afraid. Do you know how much Naked and Afraid we would watch while eating dinner? What the hell? Oh my God, there would be screaming battles with my parents, like with like one of the children and one of my parents. We would be fucking screaming at each other, and it would be like Big Brother or Survivor or fucking Naked and Afraid in the background. Like, what? Such a weird. Is that like a shared experience of Gen Z? I don't know. I don't really have any friends. Maybe one. I have one friend, and he's 28, so very millennial. I have to explain any of my funnies to him. And then I have one more kind of friend, but we have different senses of humor, and I don't like his sense of humor very much. I don't think it's funny to make, like, just dark humor jokes that are just offensive. Like, I don't think it's funny. Like, I don't think it's just funny to go and say the N-word. Like, that's not a joke. That's not funny. Wait, what's the picture of the cat that's like, not funny, didn't laugh? I don't think it's funny. Genuinely, and I just have to, like, tell myself to not think about it and not say anything, because I just will get upset, and then I'll embarrass myself because I'll be overly upset and bitching. This is going in 8 million different directions. I hope you were not, I hope you were ready for a fucking roller coaster of a conversation right now, because this is not going in one straight line. I did not take my Adderall today. I also didn't take my mood stabilizing. Maybe I should take that. But it's okay. It's already 8:30 at night. I also need to get more Adderall. I just have to call them because it's Sunday, so I can't be like, hey, refill my pills, you know? But I need them refilled. Anyways. I think I should try harder drugs. I think I would do great. I don't really have a problem with it. I'm gonna sound like such a fucking dickhead. I don't really have a horrible problem with, like, addiction. Like, when I smoke cigarettes, at some point it gets too cold out, and I go, well, don't need those anymore. Like, literally, I was, like, fucking chain smoking heavy last summer and like through the fall, and then it started snowing out and I went, too cold, and stopped smoking, like cold turkey. I was like, nope, not worth it. And I've never had a super big problem with it, so maybe I could try some hard drugs. I'm not gonna try hard drugs. I'm not gonna do hard drugs. I just think I should. But I'm not going to. I just think it could be a good time. But I'm not gonna do hard drugs. I just think some narcotics could be fun. I know. I want to try it out. I really want to try out some stuff. I haven't done very much. Actually, no, they're kind of scary, but it's fine. It was fine. I don't talk to people though, and I don't want to put myself in a scary situation. So like, that's not gonna happen. Cause I don't want to die. Not like that, at least. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do it to myself. I don't want to die in someone else's hands. That's so embarrassing. Oh my god. Die at some stranger's place that gives you something bad because you're trying to get drugs. No. I'd rather write a silly little note and do it myself. I'm sorry. This might not be funny. I'm sorry. I had a little bit of a meltdown recently. A big suicidal spiral meltdown, and I'm thinking I should write something that's like, though I think I should write something about anything that ever happens and then it never works out, but something of like, the video diaries of a suicidal 19-year-old girl, distinctly, because I don't know the fucking experience of boys, not even non-binary people, no one in between. Yeah, I don't have the shared living experience with the most people. No one has the same shared living experience at all. Whatever. I'm over-explaining myself again. It's a problem I have, actually. It's a really bad problem I have, is I over-explain myself. I've gotten better at not over-explaining my jokes, but there was a very big period of my life. There was many, many months where my friends around me, I just continuously, at first it wasn't intentional, and I just would accidentally start to explain my jokes over and over and over again, and then it became a thing, and I was like, well, it makes jokes funnier, right? It's funnier if I explain them now. So, oh my god, are people home? Because if people are home, I have to shut up.